Hi all. Today we will see how to analyze large amount of data with the help of SweetWiz. So you need to install the software Anaconda, so which is freely available and is an open source. You can download and install in your computer. And with the help of few lines of code, you can analyze any data. So I'm sharing you the code which I am using to demonstrate in GIT Hub. So you can see the website address here, and also you can just go down the video where I have shared you the link. Just click on that link. So you will be able to go to the GIT Hub. So I will show the GIT Hub now. Once you open the GIT Hub link given below the video, you will be seeing this particular screen. So here I have given you different files. So this data.xlx file is the data what I am going to demonstrate. So there is no harm that you should use only this data. You can use your own data. So as a first step, you can download this data.xls file in your computer to some specific location. So I have taken this data from the Kaggle website. So you can also go to this website to get more data. You can download the data and you can also try processing the data. So if you require any support, you can put an email to this address. I have saved the data. So this is the data file. So it has various locations. This is actually a real estate data. So it has different parameters. So all these are numerical values and only the location value is the name of the countries. So this data I have added myself just to show you what will happen when some categorical value is there in the data. So you can download the data by clicking here and download. And the code also you can find from this location by clicking on this. You will be able to see the code. You can download the code. This is the code. So if you click on raw, this code will come. You can just copy paste the code to your notebook. So I have downloaded my data file to this location. So I have already explained you what is this data. Now we will see how to start the simple program. So it is very simple. Once you have downloaded Anaconda, you will be having the Anaconda in your computer. So open Anaconda Navigator. Okay, now my Anaconda has started. So you will see different notebook. So I'm putting my code in Jupyter notebook. So you can also run this in another notebook of your convenience. So I'm opening Jupyter notebook. So notebook has opened. So you can start a new file, and you can start programming. So I have opened a new program and I copy pasted all the commands available from GIT Hub. So these commands I have copy pasted. Just to make a easy understanding, I am copying it part by part so that I can explain. But when you are doing, you can simply copy paste all the commands and put it in the Jupyter notebook and you can run. First line is to install SweetWiz and the other lines are to import the corresponding packages. Once you have done, you can press Shift Enter to run the command. So this shows that my SweetWiz is installed without any problem. Now the next step is to read the data file. So I have saved the data file in a particular location, the YouTube channel intercog, and the data file name is data.xlsx. So you can change this according to the location as well as the file name of your data. Now you can again press Shift Enter to run the code. So this shows the data has read, and data.info give you a quick information about data. So it has 511 data entries and various column headers are location, CRIM, ZN, index, etc. As we have seen from the Excel file. I'm just opening the Excel file. So you can see these are the column headers. So for each of this column, the corresponding values are given. You will see some of the columns are object type. So location is categorical in nature. That is, it gives the name of the country. But the other variables are numerical in nature. So they are either float or integer type. So all this information is available when you give data.info. So this gives information about your data. Now I am going to generate my SweetWiz report. So I can say that I require only these 2 lines of command to generate the report. Once you have your data loaded in the program, only 2 lines is enough to get the report. Now I'm going to run the report. So first line is to generate the report from the data. So you remember this data is nothing but the file I read as a data frame called data. So this name should be here. Based on this database, the SweetWiz report is generated. So data is the data frame generated from the saved file or Excel file. Now the second line is to show the report in our browser. Now I'm going to run the command, press Shift Enter again. So it is getting generated. You will see the progress bar here. So it will take a while, and once it is run, you will get the report opened in the browser. So it is in HTML format. If you want to save, you can also save this or print this just like any HTML file. You can print or you can download or you can save it, whatever you want. About this data frame, what is the report is. So this first thing show you a general description about the data frame. It has 511 rows, 0 duplicates. How much memory taken? 15 features means it has how many columns, okay? How many variables columns are there? 3 are categorical and 12 are numerical. Now these are the variables. So for example, location. So once you click on the location on right side, you will be seeing the complete detail about location. So this gives a bar chart. So you can see that USA has close to 50% of data is from USA, and in between 10 to 25% of data is from UK, etc. So that is also given here as a table. You can see USA is 253 entries are from USA, that constitute 50% of data. Out from UK, 78 data are from UK and it constitute 15%, etc. Okay, so you can get different feature also from here. For example, this may be of interesting for you. Is the correlation. So location, how location is correlated with RM, age, MEDV, etc. So you can see these are highly correlated, and NOx is least correlated with the location. So this give you a quick picture about this particular data called location. Same way you can see the other type of variables as well. So here you are seeing the bins here. So only very few are there. You can also make this changing. Suppose you feel this is very limited details, you can just go to 30. So this means large number of bins. So you will get a better idea. So you can select your own from here, or you can also put it in auto. So 5 means only 5 bins. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 15 means you are dividing the entire range into 15 bins. 30 means dividing entire things to 30 different bins. You can zoom in by pressing Ctrl minus. So this gives you a brief description about the CRIM value. More detail about CRIM again. So no missing value. There are 511 values are there. 509 are distinct. That means about 2 values are repeating. So maximum value is 89. So 95% is 15.7. So this gives you different quartile. So range is 89. So range is 89. That means total the spread of value is 89. Interquartile range 3.54. Standard deviation, variance, kurtosis, Q, and the sum of every details are available here. We will see 95% is 15.7. That means 15.7, 95% of data is appeared. The remaining only is available in the rest of it. So this gives you the quartile 3 is 3.6, average is 3.6, median, quartile 1 is 0.1, and 5% is 0 itself. So it has many zeros. Minimum value is 0. Same way you can analyze other variables present here by clicking on corresponding value, and on right side you get a detailed analysis of that. So now this is analysis of data directly. Now you may have some specific requirement on your analysis. So I will show you how you can do an analysis based on different features. For example, I want to know how tax is related to my data. So I can write my report to, I'm going to generate a second report. So same command sv.analyze. So here you can write in a list whatever variable you want, you can add this. So no need that you should write only one, you can add multiple list here. So target feature is tax. So I will show you what is the meaning of target feature when we analyze the report. Now I'm going to run this cell. Again, press Shift Enter. Now the report is getting generated. It shows the percentage of completion. So it will take a while to generate the report. Now this gives me a quick overview of the report. Now your graph will have two things. You can see again bar chart, and also there is a line plot. So this line plot is for tax. So you remember here we have generated the target feature as tax. So that is why it is plotting with respect to tax. So tax is our target variable. So that is why it is highlighted. So this is the tax. So you can see that tax, what is the maximum value, what is the minimum value, and what is the range, interquartile, standard deviation, etc. So you can also, the same way, you can see here the values of tax and how it is done. So this is going beyond the screen. So I can little zoom in to see the full graph. Now this gives you a complete picture about the variable tax. Now going to the location, you will see it is plotting the bar chart of location, and the tax also is plotted over this. So you can see the dependence on tax on various countries. So USA, it is around, so tax is plotted here. So this is previous graph. So 0%, so 50% are from USA. Now this is the tax. So you will see tax for USA is approximately around 405, 406. Yeah. So this plot average value. So all these informations are available here. So you can see for USA, there is 253 values. So 50% of data is corresponding to USA. Average tax on USA is 406. Same way for other countries. So this gives you more detailed location and correlation as well. So you can see tax and location, the correlation is very low, 0.04 only. So if you look at this, I can say that RM age and mid-V is more correlated with the location. The same way, you can find out what is the relation between CRIM value and tax. So this is, again, this line plot is for tax, and box plot or bar chart is for CRIM. You can get more details from here, and same as previous one, here it gives you the details about CRIM, what is the interquartile range, what is the maximum, minimum, etc. See the last one, how you can compare within data between different countries, USA and India. I want to compare between USA and India based on the tax. So again, I'm going to run this cell with Shift Enter. It is generating new report. Yeah, fine. It generated the report. Now the report is between two countries, USA and India. So you can see the graph. So color, based on color code, you can identify. Blue color stands for USA and orange stands for India. So here I have given a target variable of tax. So you can see the command here to get a better understanding. So our target feature is tax. Our target feature is tax. So USA and India. So this gives a bar chart of US and India. So if you click on this, on right side, you will see more detailed analysis. So again, this legend, this is for US, blue color, and orange color is for India. Okay, so you get the comparison between the data sets. Again, if you want to get a small number of bins, you can select 5 or 15 or 30 according to your requirement, how detailed you want. Now coming to the location. So again, location, you are seeing it is the blue is only for US, that is why it is a single dot, and for other countries. So you can see how the changes are going for all other database. So here you don't have the values here just because the location is a categorical value, so it is not numerical. That is why no standard deviation, no maximum, etc. is available here. All of you enjoyed my video. So to get the code, you can go to the location. It is given below the video. If you like the video, please subscribe, like, and share the channel, InterCog. Thank you very much.